this is a heater. I'm going to lower this heater so you can see what I have being heated right now. Now, this is a solution of copper chloride. Can someone raise your hand and tell me a property of copper chloride? What's a property of copper chloride?
I don't know.
Does anybody know a property? Yeah.
It's liquid.
Okay, it's a liquid. That was a good observation. How about another property?
It's very hot.
It is true. It is pretty hot. That's a good inference. Is there another property you could tell me?
That now their bubbles going up.
Okay, that is another observation. You can see some bubbles. That's probably why your friend guessed it was hot. One more property. What could you tell me about its color?
It's blue.
It's blue. That's a good property. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the heater and I'm going to scooch it back up using the jack stand, which is a little bit sick right now. So let's get that up in there. And can I squeeze now? Is this what happens in real life? It's not like TV. Okay, we'll slide that in there and then scooch my jack stand back up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this pretty strongly. Now you see all this crazy glass here. Now, what do you think is going to happen? What would be a change that might happen to this blue liquid? You told me it was a blue liquid, and I'm going to heat it. What could be a change?
Like bubbly.
Okay, bubbly. When you see a liquid and you see that liquid bubbling, would this be a physical change or a chemical change, do you think? What do you say?
I think that if it's liquid, it turns into solid and then it turns into gas.
Well, it certainly could. Do you think this is turning into a solid right now?
No, I think it's kind of turning into gas.
When we heat a liquid, do you know what that's called? When you heat a liquid and you see all those bubbles, begins with a B in English. We say it is?
Bubbly. It's
Well,
boiled.
boiling, yes. So we're going to boil this liquid and we're going to turn it into a vapor. And this vapor is going to go up this little tube. And then I have this special device here. It's called a condenser. And it's got all these crazy tubes coming off it. And this condenser is nice and cold. What do you think is going to happen when the vapor hits the condenser? When the gas hits the cold condenser? It'll get cold, and when a gas hits that cold condenser and gets cold, anybody guess what's going to happen to that gas?
It will freeze.
Close. It's going to change state. It's not going to freeze into a solid. It's going to become
Water.
a liquid. So you might see dripping happen. Now, we're going to let this go for a while. This is one of those activities that takes a little time. So we'll come back to this at the end. But you might see the liquid turning into a gas. The gas will come in here and it'll drip out as a liquid. And I'm going to ask you, when we get back, if the properties of this liquid are the same as the properties of the blue liquid we started with. Okay,